lights went down. The whole arena disappeared. One spotlight, one ring, one bell. Introducing first, in this corner, Mr. Clay. I stepped through the ropes, then the lights turned black. And his opponent, the prince of the power of the air, Prince Air Power. The bell rang. Yeah, the bell rang. Yeah. I thought I knew my enemy, I thought I knew the game. A man across the canvas with a title and a name. He smiled like he knew me, said, Clay, you're out of place. Then he came across the ring and put me on my face. I got back up swinging, I wasn't gonna run. I took another beating, but I wouldn't call it done. Every time I thought I found him, he was already gone. Another voice inside my head, another battle coming on. You're weak, you'll break, you'll fall, you're nothing. I know where you've been, I know what you have done. You call yourself forgiven, then why are you still running? And I heard the crowd screaming, but I couldn't hear a thing. Then somewhere through the noise, heard a still small voice say my name. Remember what you are, not steel, not stone, not iron. Clay! For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, not against the man standing across from me, against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Spiritual wickedness in high places, that's the battle underneath the fight. So I won't trust in the strength of these hands, I'll stand in the power of Christ. Pulling myself on the floor back into the ring, but something had changed. He wasn't fighting the same. He threw temptation, I answered with truth. He threw accusation, I remembered the proof. He threw fear in my heart, he threw shame in my past. He whispered, you're finished, I answered my savior last. Then he came with pride, said you can do this alone. I nearly believed him till I remembered the throne. I'm not fighting flesh, I'm fighting the lies. The battle ain't around me, it's happening inside. Every time he hit me, I found another place to stand. Not because I'm stronger, but because I'm in Jesus' hands. Then I saw it in the corner, something I hadn't seen before. A belt of truth, a shield of faith, a breastplate on the floor, a helmet for my mind, a sword beside the floor, shoes prepared for peace, and Jesus told me, get up. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, not against the man standing across from me, against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Spiritual wickedness in high places, that's the battle underneath the fight. So I won't trust in the strength of these hands, I'll stand in the power of Christ. Body slammed, and he covered me. 1, 2, I kicked out. He grabbed me by the hair, pulled me back to my feet. I could barely stand, I could barely breathe. He threw me out of the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're Clay, he said. You're weak, you're nothing. 5, 6, and I almost believed him. 7, then I remembered, Clay doesn't have to be strong. Clay just has to stay in the potter's hands. 8, Jesus lifted me up. 9, I slid back into the ring. 10, but there was no bell, no winner, no loser, because this wasn't about winning a match. It was about standing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Why am I so exhausted from pretending? What am I running from? What am I chasing after? I spent my whole life trying to prove I'm strong. Maybe that's why I've been fighting wrong. So I stood in the ring with my feet planted firm, truth around my waist and the word in my hands. Faith for my shield, salvation for my mind, righteousness on my chest, peace beneath my stride. Prince Air Power screamed, Clay, you can't defeat me. I said, I'm not trained to. He laughed, and what are you doing? I said, standing. You may be crits of the air, but the king still owns the throne. Throw every temptation, bring every accusation, call every weakness by its name. I know what I am, I'm Clay, and the potter hasn't finished with me yet. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, not against the man standing across from me, against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Spiritual wickedness in high places, but I'm still standing in the fight. Not by the strength of Mr. Clay, not by the power of these hands. You didn't beat me, I know. Then why are you still standing? Because I'm not standing alone. The lights came on, the ring was gone. No crowd, no opponent, no championship belt. Just me standing beside my bed. Remember what you are. Clay. Not iron, not steel, not stone. Clay. And I remembered whose hands I'm in. Hey.